Across Canada in the financial field, the name Jim Pattison draws a lot of attention because he's considered one of Canada's most times top five richest men. But a little known part of his history came about in the mid 1970s when he dipped his toe into the hockey game, where he decided to buy the Philadelphia Blazers and moved them to north of the border to Vancouver, British Columbia. Now, the team became the Vancouver Blazers as part of the WHA format. Now, initially, the Blazers were going to be playing in Miami, called the Screaming Eagles, but due to financial problems and lack of a suitable arena, again, it was moved to Philadelphia. Now, after only one season in Philadelphia, the team went to Vancouver and later on went to Calgary. Now, it eventually folded, but here's the very interesting part. After the 73 season ended, again, Jim Pattison bought the squad and moved them north of the border. Now, Pattison knew that in order to compete with the Vancouver Canucks in AHL, who shared the same arena, he needed to attract a major star to the team. As Andre Lacroix, who had led the league in scoring the previous year, had left the Blazers to go to the New York Golden Blades, while the team and league's highest paid player, Derek Sanderson, had been forced out at the end of the season, a major embarrassment to the team and the league. Now, allegedly, according to published reports, Pattison tried to sign Boston star Phil Esposito, offering $2.5 million over 5 years. Now, Espo, in a very interesting decision, decided to stay with the Bruins for less money. Now, what was kind of ironic about this, Jerry Cheevers also jumped to the WHA to pick up a new contract with the Cleveland Crusaders. Now, I don't know if Phil Esposito was not happy in Boston. I don't know of any indication at the time, but I do know that when he played at the Summit Series in '72, he became more of a proponent of the the NHL style, and the WHA could have gave him a chance to expand on his talent in a more wide open league. We have to remember, at this time, Gordie Howe was just showing the arrows. Bobby Hull was there. Jerry Cheevers was there. A lot of players that he had played with in Boston and other squads had jumped to the WHA. Now, if it was a team that included, let's say, somebody like Cheevers or Shaky Walton, I think Pattison made a mistake. He should have tried to get Jerry Cheevers to play with Vancouver, and that would have drawn Esposito. Because you look at Tom Brady with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and Gronkowski came later. I know that sounds weird, but some players do, on a professional level, want to play with their friends on a major team. Look at the Rangers with Messier and all the former Oilers. You look at Gretzky drawing certain players at teams like the Kings when he left Edmonton. So, if Jim Pattison is a very interesting life. He's been called the Warren Buffett of Canada, and like he said, his Jim Pattison group has probably been one of the strongest business interests in Canadian history for years. Now, according to Forbes, Pattison is, as of late in 2018, was worth $5.7 billion. Now, in the Canada's top three richest men. So if the world was a little bit different, if it would have worked out, I think the WHA would have been there a little bit longer. But ladies and gentlemen, the crossover owners like Scalabania, like Pocklington, like Pattison, a few others, like Harold Ballard too. He was involved in numerous leagues as an owner. It was a very interesting time because people that were not normally sports guys were involved, and the WHA had promise and prominence, but to compete in Vancouver against the Canucks, and the Canucks were getting very popular, especially with their TV contract. But the Vancouver Blazers, it's kind of a weird situation. It seemed to be a situation where you could deal with two teams in New York like the Islanders and the Rangers, but two teams in Vancouver, like I said, this is, Dodge is not big enough for two heavy gunfighters. So that's the story of the almost pickup by the Vancouver Blazers of Phil Esposito. If you like what we're doing here on some of the WHA trivia, please give us a like, comment, or subscribe. And if you like what we're doing as well, tell your friends. And if you don't like it, well, don't tell nobody. Have a good day. Bye.